right, getting into the video. Got another banger here for you guys. But
Banger.
we're gonna be going over the New York Jets as a preseason preview. So Jets. Is that, I don't know. Is that what they said?
I think you said it wrong, but you said it wrong too, so it's right.
Hey, exactly. Got one for
Oh
you
yeah.
guys. Don't worry about it. We're here for it. But before we get into it, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bell on so you're notified anytime that we upload a video. Let's go.
I lost gang members, I can't act cool. I got gang scriptures in my tattoos. I was running from the police in my trap shoes. Posted trying to flip 100, I come back fool. Come from nothing, but I blossomed to a tycoon. Betrayal scars, can't stop thinking about them stab wounds. We might not catch him today, but he gon' die soon.
Starting off with last season's stats here. These are according to PFF, so if you like PFF, good for you. If you don't, well, good for you. Doesn't matter. They were 4-13 last year. They points scored, they were 28th. Points allowed, they were 32nd. They were the 28th overall team. They had the 26th overall offense with the 31st overall defense, and they were tied second in special teams.
Colts then, huh?
Must have been.
Kind of getting into the free agency for this upcoming season then. Just want to preference this with last year was a fluke. Zach was marinating in his juices and maturing in many ways. Peep the shirt, Jets fans. You guys can buy your own Barstool Sports. It's totally worth the investment, and you guys can also get your nifty Zach Wilson headband like mine at your local Dick's. Just the way Zach Wilson's mom's best friends get it. Man, it's gonna be fun.
I don't know if they're gonna either hate us or love us for this video, but
I don't know how they can
welcome
hate
in,
us,
Jets
bro.
fans.
Zach Wilson is a freaking American icon now. I don't know what you're
Oh
talking
yeah,
about.
There's going to be a Zach Wilson
got-
jersey right here in a few days when it's on its way.
And if you guys haven't seen, after all these rumors, I'll put it up there for you guys to see. But Zach Wilson posted on Instagram like, I've been out at whatever place, bad cell service. What's happened?
Yeah.
yeah.
Gold. Okay. Getting into the players that you guys have lost. I'll throw it up there for you guys so you guys can see it while we read along. You guys lost running back Austin Walter. I mean, big blow there. Wide receiver Keelan Cole, he did a lot. Unfortunately, you guys did lose Jamison Crowder, long tenured Jet, who's now going over to the Buffalo Bills, which is kind of sad to see. You guys lost both your tight ends, Tyler Croft and Ryan Griffin. You guys lost Laurent Duvernay Tardif, Greg Van Rotten, and Morgan Moses, all on the line. You guys lost Kyle Phillips, Foley Fatuski, Gerard Davis, Blake Cashman, Fatu Cassie. That makes more sense. Yeah, I got Naruto on my mind apparently.
You're good.
And then safety Marcus May, which is another big loss.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, really, the only loss there is Marcus May, in my opinion. I mean, I think Gerard Davis and Fodakasi are good, and I'm sure there's someone else that I'm forgetting on there that's decent. But I mean,
Morgan.
getting Keelan Cole out of there is a big help. So yeah, I just didn't like him last year. But
And then Jets fans, if you guys have watched this channel, you would know through the draft process, we've loved what the Jets have done throughout the draft and the free agency. We've talked about it a lot, especially Michael. He's just enthused with the way that the Bills have been moving. The Dolphins have been, getting better and building. The Jets, building up and getting better. He's just really enjoyed this as a Patriots fan. It's like his favorite thing.
Love every second of it. It's what I live for.
We'll go through really quick and we'll run down all the players that you guys assigned. I'm going to throw it up there on the board so everyone can see it, and we're just going to talk about the ones that we like the most. Braxton Cheerios, signing him back to help out Zach Wilson.
Legend.
The main man right there. Um, Lincoln Tomlinson from the 49ers on a 3-year deal. We really liked that one. We talked about that one quite a bit. Solomon Thomas from the Raiders is a good depth piece in the defensive line that is already pretty good there at the in New York. DJ Reed from the Seattle Seahawks. We liked that one. It's good money. It's not overpaying, I don't think. Greg Zerline is a good kicker. Hopefully he can, return to what he was prior to some of his injuries. Jordan Whitehead to replace Marcus May leaving. Thought that was kind of a lateral move. Fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
We're all kind of agreements there. And then the only ones that we were kind of confused about were the Tyler Conklin and CJ Who's Your Mama. We really liked the CJ Who's Your Mama pick signing when he got signed.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't understand the Tyler Conklin one as well. Both 3-year, 20 million plus.
They took one out of the Patriots book, man.
That is true. If that's the
So,
case, and Tyler Conklin's going to be one that performs.
could be.
Um,
And they even drafted a tight end, too, in the draft.
Oh,
Sorry.
was that Rucker?
I skipped ahead, yeah. But yeah, they did draft the tight end as well. So,
Yeah.
But we'll get to that.
And then another good one, the edge from Jacob Martin from the Texans. If you guys have watched our Texans preview, we talked about how that was a big loss for the Texans. But getting him for a cheap deal and down in New York is a pretty good gig. I thought they did a really good job. They had a sneaky good offseason.
Yeah, they did.
I've liked a lot of the things that they've done. I don't know how you guys are feeling about the offseason so far before we hit to the draft, but
The Jets
I think it was.
mm-hmm.
I thought it was very good.
Yeah. Too good.
Mainly because it was. I mean, you got a lot of players, and you paid a lot of money, but I don't feel like there was a typical Jets overpay or someone that like didn't fit the system or the culture that trying to build. It all feels like they have people that they like. I'm spacing on his name, but the head coach, Robert Saleh. Sorry, Robert Saleh. A lot of people in the league loved Robert Saleh a lot. So I think he's one of the big reasons why they had these solid players come in at not so much money. And, I think they're seeing that the Jets are making an honest effort of rebuilding and doing it a smart way. And it might not be the best team next year, but I think a lot of people want to be a part of this rebuild because of Robert Saleh.
I remember watching the draft that Mikey's going to get into and let us know who you guys have drafted so far. But after the fact, my little brother and his friends would text me, Jets are going to make the playoffs. The Jets are going to make the playoffs.
It doesn't work like that.
Well, I don't know,
I'm just
Michael.
kidding.
Why don't you read off who they got, and let's see if you guys can even, keep up with the Jets this year. I mean, I think the Patriots might be getting, dethroned a little bit.
Doubt it. Anyways, getting into their first round pick, which they had 3 of. Number 4 overall, they go Ahmad Gardner, a.k.a. Sauce Gardner, the lockdown corner out of Cincinnati, the man that's never allowed a touchdown. Dog.
Mikey, how does that make you feel since he was like your favorite player coming into this draft?
In all honesty, he's actually shit. The Jets are shit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Jets fan. I'm just kidding. No, I don't like it at all. I wish he could have somehow fell into the Patriots' hands, but dude, the Jets. I'm just looking at this. We'll throw it up on the screen for you guys as well. But they killed this draft, dude. Ahmad Gardner at 4. At 10, they pick up Garrett Wilson. Then they trade up again into the first round to get Jermaine Johnson out of Florida State edge rusher, who somehow fell that low. The dude put on an absolute show at the Senior Bowl. The dude's a beast. He's electric. He kind of only fell because of that lackluster Florida State defense from this past season. The dude's an absolute beast. And then getting Brees Hall Iowa State running back who's also very good and will slot right in their system and probably get some snaps. Then in the third round, maybe a little bit of a reach here, getting Jeremy Ruckert out of Ohio State. But Jeremy Ruckert is a good tight end. He's a big dude, massive guy, can catch the ball. He can probably run block for you guys as well. He's a good pickup. And then you guys also got Max Mitchell, left tackle in the fourth round out of Louisiana. The Raging Cajuns, another good solid pickup there. Max Mitchell, very underrated guy. We did not have him as a sleeper in one of our videos, but was for sure a sleeper. He's very good tackle out of Louisiana. So that is another great pick in the fourth round. And then to round out your guys' draft in the fourth round at 117th overall, you guys went edge Michael Clemens out of Texas A&M, which I don't know too much about, so I won't really speak on it. But overall, that is a solid draft. You guys did a great job managing your guys' picks and trading back in and getting a lot of value with what you guys picked. So the Jets offseason with all the free agents and their draft, for me it's an A plus. They did a very good job. I hate the Jets.
I think also one of the things with the Jets offseason, kind of like with the free agency, but with the draft, is what they didn't do. That speaks a lot. Is they could have traded for some of these players, like they were in the running for Tyreek Hill. I think they were also in the running for like an AJ Brown, or they were looking for a guy, and I think it speaks to, in one, other teams made better offers, but that they didn't outbid what they would have wanted to pay for, essentially, for the guy. So they didn't sell out too much just for one player, which is, I think, something that typically happens with the Jets. So I think it shows that their organization is in better hands now too.
And as good as AJ Brown and Tyreek Hill are, which Tyreek Hill is on another level, Garrett Wilson is incredible, and I'm really excited to see that pairing with
Wilson.
Yeah, with Zach Wilson, our
brother from another mother.
Probably from a lot of other mothers. But that kind of ends up the rounds out the off-season moves and such for you guys. The only the other things to kind of like look at coming into the camp, the tight end battle with Tyler Conklin, CJ, Who's Your Mama, and Rucker.
Yeah, Rucker.
Thank you. I was just fumbling on my words. See who can take that starting spot, because they've lost all their tight ends, and now it's like a whole new room in there. Kind of, follow reports, see who Zach Wilson's meshing with the most to start off with. Another big one is George Fant versus Mekhi Becton. Mekhi Becton, your guys' former first-round pick, massive left tackle. He just got put on the PUP list today, which isn't a big deal because it's not even the first week of the season or anything, but just curious to see if he's going to be able to keep his starting job, especially since he's been, in and out of the starting lineup last year as well with injury. And then the final big one is the running back room. Michael Carter, anyone that had fantasy last year and played fantasy, and if you're Jets fans, you guys knew that Michael Carter was producing some pretty decent numbers. But then they go out and they take Breece Hall kind of really early in the second round. Now you got Breece Hall, Michael Carter, and Brandon Eccles, and kind of see who you think is going to end up taking those touches
and
there.
Tevin Coleman.
That's right, and Tevin Coleman. Forgot about him, who's really good when he plays for the first 3 or 4 games that he's healthy. Yeah. Apart from that, though, I mean, there's not really much else change. It's now just kind of how you guys are feeling, Dylan. Like, I mean, what are you excited for? What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, I feel like I was probably the biggest apologist for the Jets on the channel last year while we were doing our podcast and stuff like that. And it's because I'm a Zach Wilson fan. I think he has extremely high ceiling. I think what you see with the Jets, if you look at it, is they were really young last year. Head coaching, experience-wise, offensive coordinator-wise, player-wise, and everything like that. And I think you really saw it when they put Mike White out there and catered the offense to, short game, quick throws, and, kind of be more surgical with their offense. Mike White looked very good. And then you see after that, the injury that Zach Wilson had when he came back, he kind of picked up on that too. He started to kind of really, kind of settle in with the basic throws, get those out of the way, and start being more effective with the ball. Obviously, that Patriots game or 2 games was pretty tough for him because I think he threw like 6 or 7 interceptions to the Patriots alone last year. You holding in something?
Me?
So do you think while Mike White was out there being a god for the Jets and Zach Wilson was hurt, do you think he went home and relaxed a little bit and came back re-energized and ready to slice and dice?
Yeah, he saw Mike White go 38-40 and decided he was going to go 38-42. But no, I think Joe Flacco, Mike White, being in that quarterback room has helped Zach Wilson kind of realize, okay, I can settle in. And you see that. You see him start to improve on his accuracy, his throws, and being a little slowing the game down for him, essentially. So I think you'll see a lot more growth from Zach Wilson. One of the things I said before the season last year was that he's very big into film, and I think a lot of coaches said that. And I think you'll see him connect with his receivers very well, and I think it'll produce better than last. Watch the Titans game, and then there's the one other game near the end of the year where he was playing very well, and yeah, I think it spells a great comeback season, I guess, or a step in the right direction. I don't think with the Bills, Patriots, and the Dolphins in that division that they're going to come, out and make playoffs this year. But if they were in the AFC South, I could see them in the playoffs.
Michael, fellow AFC East connoisseur, how are you feeling about the Jets offseason? What do you think is going to happen with this upcoming season?
Obviously, like I said, they had a very good offseason. They're putting a really good team together. Zach Wilson, I think he's going to do tremendously better this year than what he performed last year. I think he's going to be more comfortable in the position. He's going to be more comfortable with the guys around him. I think he's just going to be able to relax in a sense. He's not a rookie anymore. Like, he still has the pressure on him, but the nerves are kind of going to settle down for him. I think he's really going to be able to solidify himself and why he was picked second, third overall. I can't remember right off the top of my head. Fourth, maybe. I can't remember. But he's going to show why he was picked that high. And I think I expect a better season from him for sure. And then, I don't know, dude, their defense is looking really good too with Jermaine Johnson, C.J. Mosley in the linebacker spot there, Ahmad Gardner, a.k.a. Sauce, Jordan Whitehead, DJ Reed, Michael Carter the second, 2 Michael Carters on the team. Michael Carter the second in the nickel corner. Dude, they just have a good team. Carl Lawson too, Quinnen Williams, John Franklin Myers. Their team's pretty good. And I expect a big year out of Garrett Wilson as well. Wilson to Wilson, making that connection. Good team.
Kind of agree, all the same. Something we really haven't talked about is that defensive line. They struggled with that last year, and the edge was a huge deal for them. And it looks like they really put emphasis. It's late, guys.
Emphasis.
Yes, on that defensive line. Robert Saleh is known for his line play coming over from the Niners, and they invested in Jermaine Johnson, signed over Jacob Martin. They'll finally get Carl Lawson back from injury, who you guys signed last year. They didn't get to play this last year. So that's going to help improve quite a bit. And then this defensive tackle room, John Franklin Myers and Quinnen Williams. Quinnen Williams himself is a top-tier defensive tackle. And then you're able to get Sheldon Rankins, veteran that's been in the league for years, that's done it, been there, done that. And then Solomon Thomas, a former first-round talent that got drafted to the 49ers that is now coming back and playing under Salah, who had his best years there. I agree. I think this defense has gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
I don't agree
I forgot.
with Mike. Yeah.
I just said I forgot that they also added Vinny Curry into that room. I mean, I know he's old and all that, but like, I mean, it's Vinny Curry. Like, he's still a really good player.
But I don't agree with my little brother and his friends thinking that the Jets are going to be playoff teams this year. I think that they are doing the right job to make sure that Zach Wilson is prepared and he's got the weapons around him. So then if he can grow and he can develop into that franchise quarterback, which everyone should know he's going to do, he's got that potential. And then this team is built. These next couple years are going to be pretty good, I would say. So just ending it off like usual. They were what, 4-13 last year, correct? We all kind of agree they're going to get better. Dylan, what are you thinking? 4-13 last year. What are they this year?
I mean, I haven't looked through their schedule, so this isn't well researched. So I'm sorry if this is going to be way off base, but I honestly, given their division and everything like that, I think that they're going to come up to be about a 6 to 8 win team. But I'm
you want to hear their schedule really quick first?
Sure. Yeah.
So week 1, Baltimore. Week 2, Cleveland. Week 3, Cincinnati. Week 4, Pitt. Week 5, Miami. Week 6, Green Bay. 7, Detroit. 8, New England. 9, Buffalo. 11, New England. 12, Chicago. 13, Minnesota. 14, Buffalo. 15, Detroit. 16, Jacksonville. 17, Seattle. 18, Miami.
They played Detroit twice.
Yeah.
Oh, week 7, Denver. Sorry, that's my bad. Detroit, 15. My bad.
I would say then with that schedule, it's gonna be rough from the get go.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna stick with 6 to 8. And then I'll just I want to say they're gonna win 8 games. There's something about me where I feel like.
Sorry, I probably got far away. I feel like there's something about the team and the projections and everything like that where I'd say 8 wins is definitely their ceiling, but I think they get there.
Mikey?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat in that 6 to 8 range. Like Dylan said, 8's definitely their high ceiling if they can get there. But realistically, if I had to pick one, I would probably say 6 wins. That's a tough schedule. Reading all those teams, they're playing some tough teams. They're starting the season tough. It just keeps on going and getting tougher. So it's going to be a dogfight from the start to the end. And their schedule doesn't really get any easier from there on out, too. There's multiple division rivals. There's Bills within a few weeks. There's Patriots within a few weeks. They get a couple games with Chicago and Detroit late in the season, which could help them out a lot. But it's a tough.
I didn't notice this, but their first 4 games are the AFC North.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, they're starting tough. So I'd say maybe 6 wins. Jets, you guys are doing good. You guys keep this going. But right now, I think that's where you're at. I mean, it's going to be a whole new team basically out there. You guys can build chemistry throughout the season, but I'd say 6.
Mikey said this is going to be a dogfight. Luckily, Zach Wilson already knows how to crush the Cougars and get past them, so I'm not worried about no dogfight. Zach Wilson and the Jets, 17-0, booking it here first. You guys are all scrubbed. I got you, Jets. I know what's happening. You guys have nothing to worry about. If you guys have made it to the end of this video, make sure you guys hit that like button, click that subscribe button, click the notification bell so you guys are notified when we make more videos. And if you aren't subscribed, we ask you to do that, please, for Zach Wilson.
Do it for Zach, Daddy.
Do it for Zach. Other than that, we'll catch you guys for other videos later.
Peace out.